Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Gentlemen, let's look at some other matter here. Both of you more or less have talked about how the different governments have been incompetent, how they failed the Nigerian people, how they failed the Nigerian economy, how they failed the power sector and in all of that. But who says you have anything different to offer in COA or the SDP?
Yeah, before I say so, Femi Adesina, my good brother, he's right in one material particular, and that we have not been getting value for money for government contracts in Nigeria because of overinflation of prices, and that has run through everything. Right now, he's pleading that there is value for money. There's more value for money in the power sector. But all of us know that there is no value for money in the military and security spend.
What is the solution you're bringing on board?
The solution we are bringing on board is the fact that we are appealing to Nigerians. I am appealing to Nigerians that you should elect people based on less sentimental issues like ethnicity, like godfatherism, like sentiments, and let us look at certain competencies. You see, you never really know until you put a man in a position. And we've all held very senior positions before. And so everybody has a track record of what they can do.
See, Nigerians, these are, I'm sorry to say, but these are rhetorics that Nigerians are tired of hearing. What they want to hear is solution. Okay, we have said we are not been getting value for money. Now he says they are giving value for money. But what value or what solution are you bringing?
Thank you very much. You asked.
Let him finish.
You asked a very general question. There are different solutions for different things. We've said first that the long-term solution, the fundamental solution, is the structure of the Nigerian political economy itself, which cannot deliver. You cannot build something on nothing. The first thing is understanding. One thing myself and himself have in common, and we have said clearly, is that restructuring. And even the parties in the ground know that this is it. And this is why it appears that nobody has a solution and everybody is talking rubbish, and no matter who you put there. When the fundamental issue, which we have been saying, is that the structure, take for example, the entire budgetary, I mean, Nigeria predicates distribution of resources and distribution of revenue on population growth, which means inside our constitution there is something there to incentivize the production of children without caring for them, using children as a benchmark to collect revenue. That is why you have 11 million children out of school. So even if you have 100 billion in your foreign reserves and you have 11 million children out of school, who is going to put value for money for the 11 billion that you are saving? Is it the children you don't send to school?
You know, this has
so
to do.
You say you have a zero. Excuse me, sir. A zero tolerance. You see, for me, it is first of all a zero tolerance for illiteracy, because people have to even understand what is going on, and they have to participatory. Governance is not the responsibility of the president alone, but a president that does not know how to carry everybody along, where no one is left behind, will be a president that will fail. The issue and what we are seeing, and the core of the failing of previous governments, is that they have never bothered, never been interested in, or neither have they ever had the capacity to carry everybody along.
But this has
because
to do,
they have believed in divide and rule.
This
is what we are saying. There are fundamental issues to this. Any sector has its own solutions.
What will you do about the economy?
About the economy?
Yes.
The first thing you want to do about the economy is to make sure that money is circulating within the same space for constantly the same period of time.
Is the money not circulating now?
It is not circulating. Most of it is flying off. And I'm telling you another thing. We are saying the economy. You want to generate the economy. Give power to the economy, to who can grow the economy. The private sector, the states. It's not the federal government that can grow the economy.
So what facts what facts are you relying on to say that there's no money circulating in the economy?
My brother, if there was money circulating in the economy, the buoyancy will be there. The poverty would not be as much. How can you say there is an inequality gap growing? Do you follow me? The fact that a man is fat does not mean he is healthy. There is an inequality gap growing, more children out of school, the poverty rates are increasing, the people living under $2 a day are increasing, And these all are bare-bone facts and statistics. It is almost like what Jonathan said, that because that there are private jets in the state and Nigeria was 10th. You see, all those figures mean, don't let me use bad language, but it means very little. When the average man on the street, the barometer for the livelihood and the health of a country is what is on the streets. How does it get there? Now, I'll give you, and I don't mean to go personal and say things, but a very simple example.
Dr. Pierce.
When the president travels abroad for medical purposes, do you know how much money he takes?
Okay, let's bring this to Dr. Pierce. Dr. Pierce, he talks about the barometer to measure the health of any nation is the man on the street.
Individual, yes.
The individual on the street. What's the plan by your party to handle that barometer?
The question you asked in a broader way was, what's the solution? Where are we going to now? The personality of the leader is important. You don't want a leader who's ethnocentric, who's nepotistic, but what is most important, I think, is the ideology that the leader promotes and commits to.
Is that the leader you're talking about in your party?
No, any leader. I'm saying now.
No, we're talking about your party.
Yeah, this is where I'm going to.
Okay.
That it is because the Social Democratic Party is committed to the ideology of restructuring, implementing some of the best recommendations of the 2014 confab, such as rotational presidency, so that every geopolitical zone would have a chance, reorganizing the way that power is distributed, so that Northwest zone will not have 7 states and Southeast will not have 5. Recommendation of the confab is that every geopolitical zone have the same number of states, which is 9. If you have 7, we have 2 more. If you have 5, you have 4 more, and so on. Those are the kind of things. Fiscal devolution, so that the federal government is overloaded, is convoluted. Let the states manage their finances, release their resources. For instance, as we speak now, the reason why there's poverty in the country is because there's actually, no matter how much distribution, there is not enough wealth in Nigeria because we are dependent on one product, oil. Whenever a problem with oil has gone up about $80 now. And
How
yet,
are you ensure?
we don't feel it.
Do you have a presidential aspirant?
No.
You don't have a presidential aspirant?
No, listen. We have
Why don't you have a presidential aspirant?
We have aspirants, but we do not mention any names until we go to a convention. That's the problem with the country so far. All these political parties. Buhari thinks he's going to be the presidential candidate of APC, maybe Atiku or whoever in PDP. We don't do that in SDP. We are waiting for a convention when everybody who's interested, 5, 6 of them will come, go through an election, fair and open. Whoever comes out there will be our candidate. That candidate is going to promote the social welfare values of SDP, free education, free health care for the young and the elderly, and these are the issues. Full commitment to restructuring, so that all the natural resources of the... Do you know that the North has more mineral wealth than the South even?
Because
there's bauxite, there's iron ore, but we need them to be developed by the state so that they can be wealthy.
You
right
agree
now,
with me